the media.
Or to be discussed.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right.
Yeah.
And I believe in being open with the media. I believe that we are in public office, and every action that everything that we do is a public action. And I think that people have a right to know what you're doing, and they should know what you're doing.
Yep.
Because I often say, you could be the greatest senator, the greatest representative in the world, but if you don't let the people know what you're doing, then you're not doing anything.
And it's a shame.
In their eyes, and
John,
it's a shame.
It's a shame when also political leaders run into a scandal. We went a year where the President of the United States could not hold a press conference because he was afraid people were going to ask him questions about the Lewinsky thing. I mean, that's the worst case scenario where the leader is totally out of touch with the people because he can't even interact. So
that's
we
the
have
problem.
some political leaders that choose not to do that for him. Everything is a press release. Everything is a set media forum. You know, but some of them get reelected. But I think it's their own detriment because they lose touch with how people feel. One thing I'll say about, you know, a Bob Wagan or a Jack Reed or a Charlie Fogarty or even a John Celona, you know, it opens your eyes when you come in and take a call from a Tony in Pawtucket or a Harry in Cranston or wherever they may be and listen to them ask the question and really get a sense of what's important to them.
I enjoy that because, again, it gives me a perspective. And I'm not cornering the market on intelligence or on ideas or on legislation.
I disagree.
Thank you. But I think that's the first thing anyone should realize, that they're not the know-it-all, the end-all, and everything else. And there are a lot of people that, whether they're on talk radio or whether they're on television or whether they're sitting in the State House, sometimes they think once they get in that position that they are the best.
Right.
And everything they say is gospel.
Yeah.
And before long, they're out the door.
Right.
And certainly, you know, I'm wrong sometimes, you are, and we all are.
Right.
But the important thing is to recognize that and go on and to correct those mistakes and do what we can, which is for the betterment for the people that I represent and the people that listen to you, which, you know, in the end, pay your salary.
Yeah. And you know what's funny, John, is people that do listen to talk, it becomes very addictive. Suddenly they're bored listening to the music stations, you know. You build a sense that if you're not listening, you're going to miss out on something because it does change so much.
Yeah.
But when a big story hits, I mean, it's just terrific to be at the center of the action. The callers, you know, start lining up. You have all 7 lines going. Just a couple of weeks ago when something broke, we even blew out a phone line when the vice president was in town. But that type of thing that just heats up, I mean, there's nothing better than that.
Well, I'm addicted to it myself. We got a couple of minutes left, but just last week we had the situation in North Providence with a
you chased that guy out.
I chased him out.
Good for you, John Celona.
Thank you.
You didn't throw the brick, though.
No, I didn't throw the brick.
All right. Nor do you condone that.
No, I certainly do not. But,
but we had talked about that. There are some flaws with that law, and we saw that exactly happen.
And we'll try to address it. And that's the bad part about government. That's also the exciting part, because every day something is different.
Yep. But that was a chance for you to address the people of North Providence and let them know where you stand on it and kind of put their
And I'll be honest with you, we got about a
ease.
minute left, and I didn't tell you this, but I called you from Emerald Square Mall.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I was out shopping.
Right. Yeah, how is it? I didn't even know that you would, how is it that you came to call?
I was listening to you on the radio.
Oh, okay.
And I was out shopping, but I listened, I'm a religious listener.
Oh, okay.
John, the half hour has gone by so quickly.
Boy.
We'll have to have you back
I'd love to.
On Access Rhode Island. And I believe that the questions that I asked earlier to open the show were answered positively. It is a mode for public information, and it is stimulating conversation. And it is so because of people like you. You do a terrific job at HJJ.
Thank you.
And
weekdays 9 to noon.
Weekdays 9 to noon at DePetro.com.
That's right.
So again, I'd like to thank you, John DePetro, and our guest. Until we meet again, I'd like to thank you for watching another edition of Access Rhode Island.